Hi, I'm Kaylee Gattapali.
And I'm Jocelyn Gattapali.
And we are here today to talk about the films we came up with.
Films we came up with were Whose Birthday, YO, aka When You Oversleep, and Bear With Me.
Hey, Jenny Penny, happy birthday!
Thanks, but it's not.
All right, goodbye.
Hi.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you. I need to go to the bathroom.
Happy birthday!
What? It's not. Whose birthday is?
It's yours. See?
Wait. See? Oh, yeah. Great. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Make a wish.
Okay. I wish. I knew it. No, I overslept. I'm not at school. Whatever. This is due today. Doesn't matter. This is like 72% of my grade.
Saturday. And this was due last week. So the first question we have here is about how we came up with these ideas, what the creative process was like. So Jocelyn came up with the idea for Whose Birthday? I came up with the idea for YO.
And we
But-
both kind of worked together on the idea of Bear With Me.
Exactly. So Jocelyn pitched the idea first.
So basically there was like a tree outside this one window, and I was thinking that tree would look extremely funny if a fish was flopping around stuck on it. And then like the whole idea just started to like mash
spiraling
together.
From there, yeah.
Yeah.
She also took some inspiration from a book she read.
Called Fish in a Tree.
Yep.
It's not about fishes and trees.
It's kind of a metaphor, but
Mhm.
we were like, what if the title was literal? And we went from there.
Yep.
So, next question is about the filming and editing process. So, I did most of the filming and photography work, and that was mostly about having a steady hand and making sure the angles were correct, while Jocelyn did most of the acting.
And editing.
That's true. So, what was it like being on that side of the camera?
Well, I mean, it's mostly about like remembering what you're supposed to say, and like, cause like for Whose Birthday, I was more directing it. So then it'd be like, okay, so we're gonna shoot this. I'm gonna remember my lines, and then we're gonna do that one scene, and then we're gonna move on to the next. And then like at certain points, cause like Kaylee can't read my mind yet. So what would happen is I would like do a scene, and then I would like stop like really specifically, like if I was walking, and then I would stop, then I'd stomp my foot a little bit, and then like she'd end like a second after that, and then I'd edit it there.
And we do a lot of discussion about what kind of takes we wanted and if we wanted to redo anything, if it was worth the time, etc., stuff like that. Okay, so next question is mostly about YO when you oversleep. So
That was more like your film.
this was more of my idea, and we decided we wanted to collaborate on both of our films because it would be easier to have two minds working on it. So this one had a lot more physical comedy. It was her running through the halls, leaping over nothing, doing cartwheels, crazy
randomly
music.
just pulling out my assignment from when I was sleeping.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of like gags and stuff like that. You want to talk about the editing process for it?
Yeah, so mostly the editing process was just like, so what would look good here? Like originally we were gonna have like an alarm clock scene where like my alarm would ring and then I would wake up and like stop it, and then I'd go back to sleep and whatever. But we decided to cut that part out, and instead I just put in the alarm clock noises through the editing.
And originally we were going to have her jumping over obstacles and stuff, but it honestly looked funnier with her just jumping over air. So I think you chose the music for it.
Yeah,
So-
I chose most of the music, just running it by her and seeing if she was cool with it.
It was just like a very fun process working together.
Yeah.
Okay, next film we did was Whose Birthday?
That was
So
mostly my film.
This is her film. It was her baby. Okay,
It was
that
my
was a little weird.
B-day.
Yeah. So this one was just kind of a wacky dream sequence one. It was just we cast some of our friends in it to play like people. It was just like, this is
Yeah.
a dream. This is weird. She's gonna pull a camera or calendar out of nowhere.
Yeah. And so one of the things was, well, we were working with the green screens. So some of the photos, like, it looks like you're in the void for most of it during the green screen. And I thought that was, like, extremely funny. Kaylee did not, and annoyed her.
Originally, I wanted to edit it out, but it grew on me because it's
Because,
a
like, it's a dream.
It's crazy.
You're in,
It doesn't
like, the
make
dream
sense
void.
at all. So, the last film we did, Bear With Me.
One of our favorites.
Both our favorites. I came up with the title. She pitched the idea, but I came up with the title because I thought, well, puns are funny, and this is
And
about
it's kind
a
of
bear.
like, yeah, a
Yeah.
bear, like an evil
And
bear.
Bear With Me. It's kind of like begrudging teamwork
Yeah.
is the whole theme of the piece. So Bear With Me was the perfect title.
Originally, it was going to be like an action movie.
Live
where,
action
Yeah, where
movie.
I was going to be the fish flopping around in the tree. She was going to be the bird thrashing in the river. And then I realized, actually, that wouldn't really make
That would be
sense.
really hard
that
to
would
film.
be really hard to film.
So we were like, this is still a really funny idea. So what if it were animated? And
Yeah.
it was a really nice change of pace, like a breath of fresh air from the live action stuff. Just
Yeah.
kind of figuring out how to animate it and like
Yeah.
really arts and craftsing it out.
So I came up with more of like the color palette for Bear With Me. So I'm thinking like, so this fish,
It's
it's
a
in a
fantasy
tree.
world.
It's
It's
not
crazy.
supposed to be in a tree. There's cats in the sky. There's a green sun. Like I'm just gonna go all out, and it's gonna be super fun and colorful.
Meanwhile, I did a lot of the like character
Drawing and
design. I did the
stuff.
drawing. She did basically more of the design of it. So I actually did a lot of the creative parts. I made the props for Whose Birthday?
Just the cake.
The ridiculous cake. It was a lot of fun, honestly. We both played our strengths, and I think that really helped our films. So these are a little bit more questiony questions. So what was it like working together? What was the collaboration like?
I'd say it was really fun because we're sisters, so we understand each other's ideas more than just like me and a friend would.
Random people.
Yes.
I think it's good that we respect each other. If we were arguing all the time, then it would not have been productive at all. But we kind of just were very productive. We got through it,
Just
and we
rolled
had a lot of
through
fun. So, what part of creating the films did we enjoy the most?
I don't know. I liked a lot of it, like all the acting. I think the parkour scene was probably one of my favorites to act. Like the whole bear with me, arranging all the pieces, and then the editing and putting in the music was pretty fun.
Yeah, I think personally I enjoyed just seeing it all come together, watching from behind the camera as she did cartwheels, or as she got
Jumping.
presents, or throwing the how to parkour tests she had to turn in. Just making it, I guess. And final question, would we change anything?
I think for the what's it called YO, when you oversleep, I think for that, I think you could have been a little bit louder.
Yeah, I think for all of it, the most we would do is change the sound quality. We're pretty happy with the final products, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I think they all came out really funny.
so I don't think we'd change anything. All the mistakes just made it better, right?
Yeah.
And that's all we have to say today.
We're gonna do more tomorrow.
Hello, I'm Luke,
And I'm Jesse.
and we're going to introduce our movie Can Man.
Welcome to News Channel, the only news channel you can rely on. And with our first bit of news coming at you from this reporter over here.
So, like usual, Superman saved the city and we're all happy. Yep, bye.
It's completed. It's time. And welcome back to Hold on. Yes? On my way.
Now that you left, we can take over our evil scheme stuff.
Yeah, and now that I have the ability to move after jumping off the wall, this is gonna be easy. We're gonna take down those stupid superheroes, and they're gonna be bowing down to us now. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Was that good?
Yeah.
Okay. Woo! Citizens inside, Can Man. Stop right there, you criminal. You're not gonna stop us! Alright, I'll stop you right there! How do you feel about that? You better run or I'll come after you! Get up, get out of here! You! I never thought you would be responsible for making this. My partner in nudes.
I did.
Well, you're gonna go to jail for a long time. Whoop!
no. Okay. Police, I need some help in here.
What is this?
What is this?
What is this?
Who are you? Who are you? I'm not working with anybody. He made this bomb and I need help defusing it.
Attention,
Okay,
you are under arrest.
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to a lawyer.
Okay. I need some help over here with this bomb.
Come on, let's defuse the bomb. Okay, just cut the wire.
Okay. The
Wow.
wire has been cut.
Now, that one.
Oh no! This is the most complicated boom boom device of all time! How am I going to be able to defuse this?
Okay, so listen very carefully.
Yeah.
Very carefully. You cut this wire, and then the boom boom box is deactivated.
Yeah!
You did it.
Wow!
I mean, that was super hard. That was super hard.
Well, it
Okay, we
seems
put
as
him
if
under
the
arrest.
city is safe once again.
Yeah, you have a problem. This is 400 pounds of C4. That's
I hope you enjoyed our cinematic masterpiece known as Can Man. And we also have gotten some questions about it.
So the first question is, how do we come up with the Can Man movie?
I personally came up with it as a news reporter that got jealous of other superheroes and wanted to become a superhero.
Okay, so the next one is, what was the best part?
For me personally, I really liked the fight scene in the city. What about you?
I liked how you used the comical voice for the TV. I thought that was pretty funny. And the next question was, how much editing did we have to do?
A lot.
Yeah, that was
of
just
editing.
most of the production.
We were going to have, when the POW sound effect came up, we were going to have the Batman sound effect play with it, but we could not find it without possibly giving the computer we were editing on a virus. So we just skipped it.
And how long did the Can Man production take in total?
The actual, production of the scenes, I'm going to say, 15 minutes around.
For each scene?
For not for each scene,
Like-
5 or 3 minutes, 3 minutes for each scene, because sometimes we had to do it multiple
Yeah.
times and we have to figure out the camera angle.
Yeah.
And the editing took a while.
It took 2 days.
Yeah.
And the next question, what was the hardest part?
Like I said, probably the editing.
Yep, the
Because
editing.
we had to format everything together.
Yeah, and most of the things we didn't know how to do, so we replaced it with other stuff, which it
Yeah.
could be a lot better than it was.
Oh, we also were supposed to have the Universal sound play during the beginning, but we realized that we might run into some copyright issues, so we decided to just scrap it and go with something else.
And the last question was, if we could do it again, how would we change it?
I would probably do more fight scenes and also more can, because
Yeah.
I originally just had my arms with the tinfoil. I think maybe legs or chest or maybe even a face mask. There's also the POW sound effect again. I wanted it to be have the actual sound effect, but didn't.
And, well, I think if we could do it, I think we could include more people into the scenes and maybe make it longer and, like
definitely.
you said, more fight scenes.
Yeah.
And, well, that's pretty much all the questions we've had about our Can Man.
And I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.
Hi, my name is Kylie Dibdahl,
And I'm Marlena McIntyre.
and our film, or one of our films, is called The Way Back Home.
know you?
No. Are you lost?
No. Yes. I think I just need yes.
Okay, follow me.
So, what's your name?
Lily, what's yours?
Willow.
Here we are.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, what's your deal?
Well, you see, I'm from a different world. It's not much different from this one. The landscape is the same, but it seems people are not.
How did you get here?
Not quite sure. I was walking in the woods, and then I felt dizzy. A little while after that, I bumped into you. The one thing I know for sure is that there's a witch here that can help me get home.
Then let's go find her.
But I don't know where she is.
That's fine.
We did it!
Thanks for waking me up.
Sorry, but we need your help.
So you need to get back to your world,
Yes.
Well, I want payment.
What do you want?
I want one white notepad, one blue pen, and one brown pine cone.
We can do that.
Mind you, this pine cone is very special. Use the map.
One white notepad
One blue pen.
and one special pine cone.
Hey, look, a bag. I found the white notepad
Great! Just one blue pen.
and one special pine cone left.
One blue pen and one special pine cone. One blue pen, 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 one special pine cone. One blue pen and one special pine cone. One blue pen, one special note. Pine cone. Pen, one special pine cone.
Nope, just one special pine cone.
One special brown.
Pine cone.
I found it. Thank you for all your help.
You're welcome. Now, let's take them to the witch.
We did it.
Again, thanks for waking me up.
Here you go. Here's your payment.
Follow me.
Our film, we have a few questions to ask. So, Marlena,
Yes.
what do you like about this film?
I think I mostly liked the traveling when they were together. When they weren't talking and the quietness kind of brought suspense on like what was going to happen when they found things and what was going to happen when they found the witch.
Yeah, what I liked about this film was, like Marlena said, when they were traveling to find the witch, that was one of my favorite parts. It's kind of funny a little bit, but I like the music and like Marlena said, the silence. How long did it take to finish this film? I think it took us about like 2.5 days from start to finish. So it took us a while, a long time. What did you enjoy about making this film?
I enjoyed probably the editing because I really like to organize things and put things together. So yeah, I think that was probably my favorite part, and I also like picking out the music because I think we picked really good music for certain scenes.
So my favorite part about this process was filming it, because it was kind of fun, like trying to figure out where people are supposed to go in order to make all of this work. And yeah, I think that was my favorite part. What was the hardest part about this process?
I think probably trying to remember my lines. I think it was yesterday when we were finished filming, I did forget the script, so we kind of had to make it up on the spot, and that was probably a little tricky.
Yeah, the hardest part for me was balancing out the volume for like the voices and the music. So like the music didn't overpower, but the voices were heard enough without the background noise. So that was pretty hard. And also, we didn't film it in the best way. We kind of did it like scattered, so it wasn't like organized. So when we were putting it together in the editing, it was hard to figure out what scene went where to make the film work. So that was another hard part for me. If you had to do it again, what would you change?
I'd probably change how loud I was speaking, because in kind of the last part, I was a little quiet. So I think I would change how loud I was speaking.
I'm not quite sure what I would change. I feel like it was a very good film for the experience that I have, which brings us to the next question. What kind of experience do you have making films?
One year for Christmas, my dad got me a Lego stop motion kit, and we've been making movies with that ever since, with some of my stuffies and some of my Legos.
So this camp was actually my first time ever like filming something and editing it and putting it all together. So before this film, I think I did 2 others like in this camp. So I thought I did pretty good for the experience I had and all that fun stuff. So yeah, our next film is Nightmare. It's a little bit more of a funnier one, so I hope you enjoy it. Nightmare.
It was just a dream.
So that was Nightmare. That was probably my favorite one that I did. So, what was your favorite part about the film?
I think my favorite part was probably the running scenes. I liked that.
Yeah, those are really fun. I liked the music that went with them. Yeah, that was my favorite part too. So, what did you enjoy about making this film?
I enjoyed a lot of things. I liked kind of how we didn't really have a plan for this. We just kind of wanted to just make something.
Yeah, jump in.
Yeah. So we kind of just made this from scratch with really no planning. So I liked the way that it turned out, and we didn't plan anything for our other film. It took a lot of planning and a lot of thinking, but for this one, we kind of just used what was on. Yeah.
Yeah, we just jumped in. What I enjoyed was the fact that we would be filming each other, so we were never actually acting at the same time. So I would film Marlena, and then Marlena would film me, and we never had anybody else helping us, so we could just act out. So that was pretty fun, just figuring out how we're supposed to do that. If we had to do it again, what would we change?
I think, I don't know. I don't think I would change anything. I really liked just the way it turned out in general.
Yeah, I agree with that. I probably would make a prequel just to go into the story a little bit more. But that's pretty much it, because it kind of just jumps in and doesn't really explain much. But yeah. So that's it, and I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.
Hello, I'm Henry Fu and he's Raymond.
Yeah, hi.
We're the creators of Phone Mystery, the film.
Yep.
And Phone Thief, the film.
Phone Thief, the film, yeah.
Yes.
My clock. Someone stole my clock. What could it be? Footprints. Follow footprints. Follow the footprints. Footprints. So many footprints. I wonder who could have stolen my iPhone. Follow these footprints, and we should be able to find the thief. Here. Here.
Good job, soldier.
What the? Here, dummy. I have easily stole your iPhone. This stupid door. No, I'm supposed to slam on it.
It's a push door, dummy.
Hello there. We just got this new missile system online.
That's so. Oh shoot. Oh god.
What are you doing?
Okay, Mr. Pearson, I just accidentally dropped 5
Give me
nukes
that.
on North
Give me
Korea.
that. Give me that. Hey.
Fine. What happened?
Sorry about that. That was all just a misunderstanding, sir.
We won't call you again.
Wait, so this is just a simulation?
Yes.
Oh, it's fake.
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you. I'll just clean up the water, I guess.
Rookies, man.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, General.
Footprints. Look.
Are you the person who stole my eye? Yeah. I'll kill you then. And
No!
you too. What did you do around here?
I destroyed it.
Gotta get out of here.
And that was our phone fee for the film.
Yeah.
We have multiple questions about it. First one is, if we could change one thing about it, what would it be? And if we could do that, probably that would be the audio, as it isn't exactly the best, but it works.
Yeah, since I'm just gonna add on a little bit to what Henry said. Since some parts the audio were like really low and we couldn't hear a thing, while other parts it was like really loud suddenly. Like when I opened the door, like it was suddenly became really loud for some reason. And then our second question was, what was an obstacle that you confronted while you were filming? Well, for some of the scenes we were like indoors, so it was like really dark in some places. So we had to change like some settings on our camcorder to like cope with like the darkness. And your question now?
Our third question is, would we make a sequel? Probably not, but we might make a prequel to increase the depth of the characters.
Yeah. And for our fourth question we have, what was your favorite part of the filming process? Well, so I liked every part of the filming process, but my favorite part was probably editing, since that was when like the film came together and we were able to like add a lot of like audio and sound effects, and we were able to like change the audio to like make it less variability to make it like sound better. Yeah, that's it basically.
Yeah, my favorite part was capturing the film out in the field, because that was our fun.
Yeah.
Then our fifth question is, what was the most difficult part? That was probably editing the audio, because you have to make sure not to make the audio so low that it's impossible to hear, while making sure that the loud parts aren't going to cause anyone to go deaf.
Yeah. Okay. For our sixth question we have, how did we come up with the idea of the story? Well, so this was like a teamwork, and we thought of the story together. So Henry thought of like a comedy-like story where there was like a lot of funny scenes, and I thought of like maybe fight scenes, and so we combined our ideas and we have a film. And those are all the questions we have today. Bye-bye.